Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Train Room. If you like post-war Lionel trains or just have an interest in some of the variations that are out there, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. We're going to talk about things like today's video, which is a 1947 dealer display catalog and price list. Pretty interesting stuff. It's coming your way. Okay, so this is the 1947 Lionel price list and dealer display catalog. What's really interesting, just right off the cover, is that this says effective August 1st, 1947, that these prices cancel all prices appearing in previous Lionel catalogs, literature, and price lists. All prices are subject to change without notice. Essentially, this is a little bit of a late catalog. Most of the advanced catalogs came in early 1947, so some of that literature may have said, hey, something costs whatever, but due to price changes, they said, hey, this is the final word when it came to prices. This is absolutely super cool, and just right off the bat saying, hey, we mean business. So we're going to open this up. These are really fragile catalogs, so I'm going to be super careful here. The first thing we take a look at on these first two pages is basically it says the Lionel retail price list for 1947. What's really cool about this too is it's the sets, transformers, accessories, cars, those types of things too. But what's interesting is it's sort of laid out where you say, okay, look, I'm looking at these number 35 lamp posts for $2.25 list price. You get 12 of them in a package or a master carton, and that master carton shipping weight per pound is about 1 pound. Really kind of neat. It does it on this page as well as if you go to the next page over, this is a numerical price list. Okay, so it's the same items but in order. And so let's take a look at, hey, you could get a 726 LTS, which means it's the locomotive tender with smoke, for $37.50, 1 to a package, shipping weight 9 pounds. So an absolutely fantastic set of information just on those first two pages that these dealers really wanted and needed to see. But then we get to the display that was available in 1947. This is absolutely fantastic. We're going to kind of break this page down. The first is just showing the main part of the display, which is a 15-foot long action display. It says Lionel Trains, has a 671 sort of stylized engine that moves. Absolutely super cool, but you get more even with that. So this is a three-dimensional with motion, colorful and exciting. Go for it. Lionel action display. So what do you get? Well, so the above LT5, which is this guy here, and Comuras, okay, C-O-M-U-R-A-S, which is basically just a term that means commercial mural, which are these guys here and here. So the LT5, which is this spectacular display, is 15 feet long, 48 inches high, and 14 inches deep. It is of imposing proportions. Note that the locomotive is three-dimensional papier-mâché sculpture and simulates the rocking action of a train in motion. The overhead trestle spanning the locomotive carries the Lionel train logo in the cutout letters. The boxcar and the signal tower at the left are cut out three-dimensional masonite presswood. The entire background is masonite presswood, painted scenically with clouds and smoke. The electric motor creates the train action. The entire display is mounted on a wood base 1 inch thick, 14 inches deep by 15 feet long. With this display, a full set of blueprints is provided by the Lionel Corporation without charge so that your display department can build the platform and shelving for displaying Lionel merchandise, which we'll talk about on the next page. Absolutely cool. This guy right here, all this action display was $385. Okay, now remember, in 1947, $385 was the equivalent over $4,000 worth of buying power. This was an expensive display, but absolutely fantastic. Trains were hot. Dealers wanted this display. Now, what else do you get with it? So there was a little add-on that you could get with this. This is the central dimensional display plus 15 feet of chimeras, okay, or those commercial murals, which are these guys right here and right here for each side, making the total length of the display 45 feet long. I'm going to show you on the next page what that means, as shown on page 8. Price for that, $409.50. So you got this, plus basically you got two of these guys right here. Absolutely fantastic. So the other is say, well, I don't want all this, but I still want the chimeras. Okay, so you could order separately, if you chose to do so, an LT-10 chimeras display as follows, okay, which are an LT-10. You get one set comprising of these pieces. You get two 40 by 90 horizontals per side. You get two of the 15 by 90 vertical chimeras. You get one 5 by 90 with lettering, okay, which is probably these guys right here. And then two 5 by 90 without lettering. So you get a bunch of these guys just so you can put them around your display. Absolutely fantastic. This whole set was $24.50. Now you could also order an LT11, actually, which this guy right here separately, which is the 15 by 90 vertical chimera, can be purchased additionally to add to your set for $4.95. I would buy every single one of these over and over again. They're absolutely fantastic. So, what do you get if you say, hey, I'm buying all this? Well, we're going to turn the page and sort of show a breakdown of what that is. So, you get this as Lionel three-dimensional display looks in operation. So remember, we talked about giving you the blueprint so you can build all this so that you can get this right through here. So here's the main part of the display, and these right here are the two chimeras. So the blueprints of fixtures from Lionel without charge. So they would send these when you would order this. So there's life and motion in this exciting display. It is 15 feet in length and of such proportion that it will attract attention with all points of your toy floor. Set up as shown with two chimeras at the right and the left. You will have to display this and it will add tremendously to the interest of your toy department. In front of this tremendously exciting display, you will build your fixtures as shown, Lionel trains in action, as well as any number of exciting Lionel accessories. Again, Lionel will furnish a complete set of fixture blueprints with this display without charge. Fantastic, 45 feet long, absolutely super, super cool. Okay, so after you see this display, the next is say, hey, I don't want to spend that kind of money. I'm going to look at another exciting train display manufactured and sold directly by Lionel at $21. So more affordable, but obviously a little smaller if you didn't want to sort of pony up for the big boy. So what do you get out of this? It's a really cool display. They call this the step display. So this attractive step display is 60 inches wide and will hold 4 trains and steps, with provision for accessories. At the base, you can construct a track layout as shown for the operation of Lionel trains and accessories. No merchandise is furnished with this display at a special price of $21 for each section. So order this display from Lionel. So the idea here is they're showing here where you actually have 2 displays squished together back to back, where you'd have a little bit of a background, the letters, look at it sideways. Basically, you wouldn't get any of this here. It's just basically these step displays here. What's really interesting is this is sort of a first step at saying, hey, how can we build something that you can put trains on? Next year in 1948, this is going to be the 10M basically. Okay, so this is display only, no merchandise included. Very, very important because it shows a lot of merchandise, but it's really important that they knew that, hey, you're just buying basically the background, the lettering, and the shelves. Absolutely cool, $21. Now, Lionel wasn't only just making trains. So the rest of the catalog basically shows the other things that they had available during that year. So this will be a big year for Lionel Chem Lab sets. Absolutely cool. The different labs, the CL66, CL33, CL11, all of these are some of the great sets that were available next to the trains to, again, sort of flush out these dealers. This was really, really cool sets that were available. Have your kid or child learn chemistry. It wasn't only just chemistry. Certainly they were pushing the construction sets, so different, newer, nothing like them in the world. I'd beg to differ with that, but that said, Lionel construction sets were also available. So you'd get a number of the different ones that they had available. This is showing the set 444, which sort of showed all the pieces. This was sort of one of the bigger sets that they had. As you turn the page, basically handsomely boxed, makes an exciting counter display piece, sells on site, Lionel construction sets, showing all the things that you could make, and of course some of the other sets that are available, the 333, the 222, and the 111. New Lionel electric motor. This is the finest ever furnished with any construction set, which may or may not have been true, but remember, they were making trains, they knew how to make motors, so this is the motor number 333 for $5. Absolutely super cool, and sort of rounds out the rest of this particular catalog. And then we go to the back cover of the catalog, and basically this says it all right here. The name Lionel on model railroad, locomotive, cars, transformers, and accessories is recognized everywhere as the world standard of excellence. Could not have said it better myself. Absolutely fantastic catalog. The 1947 price list and dealer display catalog. All right, guys, that's my video. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of it, hey, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Also, want your feedback. So down below, great place to add that. Let me know how I'm doing and ways I can do these videos better. I don't do this alone, so I have lots of help from friends and fellow collectors, and there's some names at the end of the guys who've helped me really make these better and shared their collections that I can share with you. So appreciate it. Thanks for joining me on Brian's Train Room.